Good morning, beautiful souls. It is I, Marianne Lee, with most highly requested video of them yet. Today I'm just going to show you a little bit of my new routine in the morning to help with one of the new symptoms that arrived about a week ago. I've been having indigestion problems, just feeling the inability to digest foods, indigestion, gas, and bloat. And for most of you guys that know me, you know I eat super clean, and I've only been eating like one meal a day because I've been even fasting to try to just heal the problem, doing more probiotics, and it's still kind of happening. Last night was, however, the best day of the whole week though, and that's because I started to do this. So I have here room temperature reverse osmosis water. Always, I have been using the organic lemon juice, so we're going to add that in because it's important to get tart stuff in your gut to create the bile in your liver to burn fat. So I was just been doing this for like fat reasons and physical fitness goals, but now I'm having to do it to actually digest food. I got organic coconut vinegar. I like the organic coconut vinegar because it has that coconut flavor, unlike apple cider vinegar. I got this at GNC, and boy does it taste good. It makes your drink taste like a pina colada. I've been putting 1 tablespoon of that in there, and then a capful of MCT oil. I usually drink this with ice, but since this is the first thing in the morning, I'm going to drink it room temperature. And then I sweeten it with stevia to make it like a homemade lemonade. It just makes it more fathomable and appetizing. I drink this while I take my morning shower or bath, and definitely drink it 20 minutes before I eat anything. I've been listening also to Dr. Axe.
Tablespoon a day.
He's one of my most favorite YouTube doctors. He has resolutions and solutions for... He has resolutions and solutions for absolutely everything, guys. So definitely go check out his channel. I'm listening to his video about leaky gut right now. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a minute. I am going to... Let's flip this around. So with that said, I'll see you guys in just a minute. I am going to get ready real quick for this video. Good morning, beautiful souls that you are. I have some exciting news for you. We got a live website now. Check it out. I want to make a little screen sharing session with you guys. So my husband is an artist. He paints now as one of his new hobbies and crafts, seriously and professional. Here are the original prints that we have here. His originals are very large pieces. A lot of them are about 72 inches by 64 inches. They all start off around $500 to $600. If you're interested in original, please let me know. Some of them are sold, so just email me. I will attach my email in the description box below. He's super passionate and loves to capture a lot of wildlife and just things that mean a lot to him. Here's a little quick scan. For those of you that don't know, most of you probably do though, is that his main primary full-time job is a tattoo artist. So check out our website. I will attach the link down in the description box. He does great work. He's done all my tattoos as well. Just showing you guys, I made this website, so I'm very proud of it. It actually took me quite some time, like almost a year to make this website, and I'm still adding to it every day. It's just like any other business, it takes maintenance. And then the most exciting part of this website, guys, is we have a live shop now. So here is where you could actually buy prints of the original works. So here there's a lot of different sizes. They come on canvas prints in really good quality. So check it out. Again, you could start getting an 8x8 there for like $40. 8x12 for $50, and then each size goes up according to $10 increments. So check it out, guys, and if you are interested in an original, email me. Also, I will make a special coupon for you guys too. So I'll give you guys an extra 15% off, so make sure to go down into the description box and I will attach that below. All right. Just putting the golden light for protection around, positive vibes. This is a topic that has been weighing heavy on me. Please grab some tea or something to drink because this is probably going to be a long video. Very informational though. I encourage you to stick around if you are contemplating with proceeding with breast implants, or if you have breast implants currently. So I finally did it, guys. I knew about the risks of BII, breast implant illness, 2 years after I got my implants. I got my implants on August 20th, 2015. I remember this exact date because it was 5 days after my husband's birthday. I felt amazing and great that first year and a half. I loved them. Like they say, the placebo effect was in full mission because I was happy, I was ecstatic, I was working out great, just everything. I was glowing and just really just felt so positive. Now, after it seemed like they fell, which takes a whole year for them to fall into place, I had immediate buyer's remorse, and that's why I've struggled to make this video. It's been almost 4 years, and I have been happy with my breasts for a little over 2.5. Because having buyer's remorse for something that, first of all, was pretty costly, $5,500, and it costed me more than that because I had to take the time out of work, heal, time out at the gym, couldn't work, so it's costed me even more than that, and it's really have costed me now that I've had some of the negative side effects and pendulum swinging back here about having these implants in here in my body. So with that said, I finally was unhappy because the way they had fallen. What concerned me is not so much the aestheticness that it looked, how it changed the look of the breast. That wasn't too much it. I noticed how much more heavier they felt. It was as when I was swollen, I had that swelling and that assistance to help keep the implants higher a little bit more. And I didn't feel them being heavy at all. They didn't bother my back. I had no back pain. I had no tension. I felt completely, honestly, normal, healthy, and strong. I was still working out 5 days a week. I was doubling my workouts, actually. I was lifting, running, and doing yoga. I mean, I was at it, guys. And then sooner or later, and I have been doing this kind of active lifestyle, keep in mind, for 7 years total, and it was 4 years into my journey with health and fitness. So I was already strong and I was already healthy. I went, I played around with my diet. I was vegan, I was pescatarian, I was ovotarian. At this point, I had just reintroduced, after my boobs, I had introduced meat back in, just chicken and turkey, because I didn't think about how large these breasts would look on me. And with that said, I was very lean. Post some pictures before my breast augmentation, and then immediately after my breast augmentation, I was only 115 pounds. And that's because I was still practicing veganism. If not, I believe I was ovotarian, one of the two. So still meat-free, plant-based, dairy-free, sugar-free as well, and very low carb as well. So I started to intentionally put on some weight, introducing whole grain carbs and some chicken and meat back in, because I felt very disproportionate. I felt like I was top heavy, and I felt like I needed more of a trunk down at the bottom from my hips down to support these breasts, and maybe that would help with the tension and the muscle ache that I was feeling over on my right side, especially on my right side neck. Now keep in mind, I did hurt myself in yoga one day after my breast aug. Is about a year and a half after, and I recovered from that, and I've never got a MRI. I believe I did a micro tear in my shoulder. I did do, however, 2 full series of physical therapy on that. The first series, it did help. And then this one started to compensate the left side because the right side was the first one to injure. I did go see my plastic surgeon immediately after that. He told me I wasn't having the tension and the pain and the aching and the popping in my upper back because of the implants. He promised me that it was because of my injury. So, okay, I took that advice. I said, okay, I will go to physical therapy. I will limit my workouts more. I'll work smarter and not harder. And I did, and I got better. And through that time though, I was discouraged because I was in a lot of pain. And I did, this was 2 years after I had my implants, I did look up if other women were suffering from the same thing, especially to women that were having the same kind of amount of cc's in their selves, so they could be about the same size, because I thought it was just due, maybe I got them too large. Maybe my body ergonomically, just the structure of my body just can't hold these up. These are 2 pounds. I got it confirmed with my doctor about a couple months ago how much weight they are. He let me weigh them and they do weigh 2 pounds. So if you have about 450 cc implants, you're looking at that scale increasing 2 pounds and carrying weight of 2 pounds. And that's actually quite a bit of weight when you think about it. Go do some dumbbell workouts with 2 pounds and you'll get fatigued. They are 2 pounds, and that's pretty much a big significant weight. Really go grab a 2-pound dumbbell or grab something that's 2 pounds. Do a workout with it, lift it up a couple times. It will fatigue you guys. It's absolutely amazing what 2 pounds could do. If I would have known that before, that they were going to be 2 pounds, I definitely would have got them smaller as well. So I wish that I would have had more of informative consultation with my physician. Also, I'm going to take responsibility right now. This was my choice. This was my choice to go this large. My physician did suggest 350s, and I told him I wanted larger. I wanted 450s because I had heard so much controversy about women not being happy about the size that they were given, and I knew I wouldn't be able to afford another surgery, so I wanted to be happy. I did have a rougher time healing with going larger as well, and like I said, this possibly could be why I'm experiencing the upper back pain and neck pain and shoulder pain, especially on the right hand side. Now I am right hand dominant too, so I feel like that's why this side does hold more tension and stress, and I'm having problems with it. And then working out excessively. So I'm not blaming everything right now on the implants, and at this time 2 years ago I definitely wasn't, but that's when I stumbled on videos. I did search videos about breast implants before I got my implants, but they were all pro videos. No one talked about the cons. No one talked about, actually I did more research even after too, and then I found out there was like a lot of different sizes you could do and shapes and stuff. Well, I knew about the sizes, but a lot of different shapes too. So if you're thinking about getting them, make sure to do that research. There's actually about, like, according to this one doctor in Denver, Colorado, and I can't remember that video, but he had like 6 different shapes you could get to help you look real natural or high profile or just circle round like what I have. So definitely do your research because you want to be happy with them, because like I said, having buyer's remorse for an expense like this, especially when it took all my savings account I have saved up for the last 8 years for these breast implants since I was 22, around 22, 21, I wanted breast implants, and it took me 8 years to set aside this money to do it and not be a hindrance on my family. The financial hindrance to be able to afford it and take the time off of work and, you know, just really connect with my mind and be assuring and proceeding with that procedure. So with that said, I finally did stumble up some videos because I put in, is my big implants causing me muscle pain? Then I found super amount of videos. I mean, it is limitless of how many videos are out there right now with the symptoms that these girls are experiencing from breast implants. Yes, you will see more of them having the textured implants by Allergan. Yeah, Allergan is what I have too. I don't have the textured, I have the smooth silicone. But then I researched more and there was girls that had the same implants as me. So I really started questioning. I told the doctor, he's like, no, you're fine. It's just from actively working out. Take it easy, take it lighter. And I did, and I listened to him. And then I thought I could, you know, I was getting stronger. I was feeling better, and I re-injured my shoulder again. On this side though, this time because it was compensating for what this side couldn't hold up. So then I went and did my second round of physical therapy. I just completed that like 6 months ago. Now this is going on within a 2-year time span now too. And I was in a lot of agony initially, and the second round of it being injured has not been as much pain or agony as the first. But wow, like I questioned everything. Like I could not even go to the gym anymore. I would come down and lay down right here and meditate and talk to God and just really experience like out-of-body experiences because I was so much in pain. I should have probably went to go see a doctor at this time, but I was really trying to do it spiritually, and I did. And I did heal, and then I finally did see a physical therapist and I healed. So with that said, I didn't want to be a hypochondriac either. But now that it's going on almost my anniversary of 4 years of having these implants, I have been taking it easy for the last 6 months, I would say, in the gym. And the pain is back in this right side. Pretty severe too. If I don't honor my body, it comes back to the severity level that it did 2 summers ago when I initially heard it. And just talking about immense amount of discomfort, you guys. It shoots up here. It gives me tension headaches. It aches. It's like a prying little hard stone right there. I went to go see my family physician about it. I've seen my physical therapist about it. I see my massage therapist about it. They tell me that it's a trigger point and there's nothing I could do to make it go away. And I understand that, but I don't understand why it's always symptomatic. So now I've been inspired and motivated to research more about breast implants illness because I feel like I've been taking it easier the last couple months and my body should be getting better, and I feel like it's not. It's just not. And I'm eating better. I'm eating good. I got some new symptoms that kind of have been more severe lately, and I'm not going to blame all the acne that I have on my face on breast implant illness because I did go vegetarian last month and I was eating dairy, and dairy tends to give me acne, but it's having like a delayed time clearing up. So that's one of the side effects. First, again, is the inability for muscles to recover. That's so true. I'll be sore for like more than 4 days after a workout, sometimes 5. And this is like a minimal workout. This is nothing to what my body was used to a year ago. Like things have substantially changed with my health within the last 6 months. Since then too, I've been having irritability. I've been having a hard time sleeping. You could say some insomnia problems. I definitely have to drink magnesium before bed or I won't sleep. Inability to focus. I've just been diagnosed with ADD, anxiety, depression recently as well. And I kind of know that this is all clinical onset for not being able to go to the gym as well. So I'm not letting it just weigh me down and making me feel god awful. I know I have to take things slow because of the injury, and I don't want to just truly blame the implants all in all, but I want to get really deeply educated behind this whole breast implant illness and discover what is going on, what kind of symptoms do I need to watch out for, because I'm very in tune with my body. I have been increased in dry mouth and dry eye syndrome and dry skin. I drink a gallon of water a day, sometimes 2, and I still feel like I don't have enough water. That is one of the symptoms as well. A new symptom that came this month is indigestion problems. I eat super clean. I eat things that don't create bloat, and I'm having burping issues and bloat issues. So I'm trying to take more probiotics, seeing if that helps. And this is day 2 of doing that, and it has been better, but it has not eliminated it. And I'm someone at 33 years old that has never suffered from indigestion problems ever in my life. Also, like I said, the inability to focus, the dry eye and dry mouth syndrome. Like always had dry eye and dry mouth syndrome, but it's been severe. Like I said, if 2 gallons doesn't satisfy you, then something's wrong with you having the ability to hydrate. I did go get my blood work done at my doctor's office. Everything they said came back healthy. My thyroid, I called them to see if my white blood cell count is good, because I've heard a lot through my research with other girls on YouTube that they'll see their white blood cell count be up. So I want to see if that was just healthy and balanced. Another thing is fatigue in my arms. So since my injury, honestly, so the last 2 years, I have not been able to work full time. My arms get fatigued and tired. I'm able to do 1 to maybe 2 clients max a day. I went from working full time from 6 to 8 clients, making good money, to now hardly making any money and feeling bad on top of that throughout the day, and just feeling discouraged because I can't perfect my craft and do what I love with that aspect of my life either. So I'm like getting hit from all angles. Also with the irritability, I feel less patient with my family and with myself. So I'm really trying to come into a state of acceptance and not making it worse on myself than it already is, because it's already a really yucky situation, and I want to add more light to that than to create more darkness with that. My eyes have been more red than normal as well. Right here they look white, but we are in great lighting. Like I said, I've been feeling humbled, I've been feeling shamed, and I've been feeling thankful all at the same time after researching all these videos, because the humbleness comes because I know how important it is now to really allow your heart guide you and lead you to make your life decisions instead of your ego. I now realize, and have realized, not just this aspect with the boob job, the breast augmentation, that if you allow your ego to guide you through life, you will pay consequences. There's a lot more negative pendulum that will swing back, a lot more negative side effects. But if you allow your heart to guide you and lead you, you will stay genuine in who you are and what you believe in, and just be able to create an overall well-balanced of yourself. I feel shamed because I am passionate about health, fitness, and spirituality. Again, though, this was 4 years ago, and I can't even resonate with that person that I was 4 years ago. This actually experience and this tragedy, you could say, with injuring my shoulder and this breast augmentation that had me questioning everything, who I am, what I did, where I've come from, who I am now, what are my intentions for the future, has actually really gained me more spiritual connection to a higher source, because I'm feeling more leaded and more just genuine and authentic, and conducting myself out of the heart space with authenticity and balance, and not going out and trying to get instant gratification and validation from the external world that could really mislead you. So I am thankful at the same time and grateful for the experience, because I now know the empathy, and I could share that compassion with people with disabilities, because I experience one myself now, mental and physical. And so my grasp is so much more, I have so much more of a 360-degree perspective for humanity and myself. And I am shamed because I should have known better to put plastic sacks in my body that are filled with toxins when I don't even drink out of plastic water. I don't even put warm food in plastic containers. I don't even use a microwave. I try to live and sustain a low toxicity lifestyle. I drink plenty of water, reverse osmosis only. Like, I take the approach to taking my antioxidants and my whole plant-based superfoods and things like that. And I'm just like, I thought I could, when I heard about this 2 years ago, I thought I could keep up with this by sustaining that lifestyle, but it seems like it's catching up to me now. Like I said, the biggest thing that I could probably feel that I don't resonate with, that's discouraging or alarming the most, is the fatigue and the unmotivation that I have at times that I've never struggled with before. I was always energetic and always had an outgoing mood in the mornings. I'm having better days now than I was. Taking those braces off has helped me tremendously because that just aided in my inflammation and my tension in my neck and my head a whole lot more. But that has helped a lot. But I'm still not 100%. I could definitely identify with and dissociate with the contrast of coming from optimal health to where I am now. And I know I've gotten older. I was at my optimal health when I was 27, you know, and I got my boob job when I was 30. I'm now 33, but at the same time, I shouldn't be feeling like this because I do everything in my control to remain healthy, to be vital, to have that vitality, to have that mental approach in life to where you are positive. And that truly has helped me, or else I do feel like it would be worse. And that's why I'm grateful, because some of these women on YouTube have way more harsh stories to share, especially the girls that have the textured implants. They have like flu-like symptoms constantly, and I'm not struggling to that degree. The severity, I believe I am suffering from light symptoms of breast implant illness. Now, I do eventually inevitably want to get these out. But of course, like most things, it's more expensive to take them out than it was to put them in, and you have to find a specialist, and it's a more invasive surgery. That's why it's more expensive. And with my inability to work full time and to take more clients, it's just gonna delay having to come up with that income in order to do that. But my intentions are still to save to do that. So with that said, I did make me a GoFundMe page. If you guys are wanting to support me, by all means, don't feel obligated that you have to. You could just share this video, comment down below, share it so other women could hear about this instance. And because not that everyone is gonna be a non-candidate for breast implants. Some people, it agrees with them. It just, their body's able to adapt, it's able to fight, and they remain not symptomatic. But sometimes I wonder if it's just the unconsciousness and unawareness of that person too, you know, and to what degree. Also, through my researching on YouTube, I found that a lot of girls become more symptomatic about 4 to 5 years into their breast implants, just kind of like me, which is that's not coincidence. That's called synchronicity, is what I was going to say. So my symptoms, like I said, are very mild, and I went to go see a doctor in Colorado Springs at CU Health, and he rest assured that I wouldn't even have to get a capsulotomy. Now, a capsulotomy is when they take out the implant plus the capsule that starts to grow around it, because that's your body healing around the foreign object. He agreed that I didn't have to do that, but as I researched more, I just called him just now to get a quote to know what that would be, because I prefer to go under anesthesia only one more time in my life. Because according to my research that I've been doing, and I'll link my research down below, breast implant illness like websites and videos, is you have to get the capsule removed, because that's actually what has the toxins in it plus the implant. So you gotta kill two birds with one stone in a sense, because if I don't, I could still remain symptomatic. And I definitely want to take care of this before my symptoms increase. I don't want to get to the severity of most of these poor women that their lives have been fully taken away. I feel like my life has been 50% taken away. That's why I'm still thankful and grateful, and I'm just finding my faith in all forms and trusting and knowing that this was a state of my life that I had to really just learn a lot, and I could take this towards other aspects in my life as well. Being humble and always acting out of the heart, conducting myself out of my heart space. So I'm having to take ibuprofen and Tylenol like every other day because of the tension in my neck. I also get massages once a month. I also get dry needling once a month. I've noticed that the dry needling used to last me about a month from tension free, but now it's only lasting me about a week. I have to be super cautious about my posture as well. I started noticing this when the implants have fell a year after. Like I said, I could feel like the weight, so I'm making sure that I'm not rounding my back and I'm not rolling my shoulders forward, which takes a lot of awareness. I work out, I've done physical therapy, I do strengthening exercises. I'm going to continue to do that because I want to definitely continue to be proactive on this approach because I don't know how long it's going to take me to save up this money. I'm hoping to do this surgery before the end of this summer 2019. I find that helps decrease my inflammation that I'll start to feel. I can feel inflammation starting to arise. It'll start here in this trap. That's actually why I have that little Shook Knight crystal right there to help decrease the inflammation, just how to keep that at bay, and then it'll travel up into my neck, and then I'll get a tension headache. And trust me, everyone, I eat healthy. I still take my daily walks. I'm having to decrease my activity in the gym as far as resistance training. I went from 5 days a week to recently the last couple months to about 2 to 3 days a week, and I'm not even using any weights. I'm just doing my body weight. Also yoga, I'm doing light yoga maybe 2 times a week at the max, because I noticed that my body's just not able to recover, and I'll be sore. Delayed soreness will take place. I'm fatigued, I'm irritable, and then what good is that when I'm not good to myself or to the ones that live with me, right? So definitely the skeletal and bone structure is what the first onset thing was. And then I have just recently enrolled into school, and I've noticed that I'm not able to, well, with the ADHD, of course, but I think that was onset with honestly, with the injury of my shoulder, because it creates that inflammation on this side of your head, and who could focus when they're in pain anyway? Because I notice on days where I don't feel the pain, I'm able to focus. So I know it's onset and active from that. So if I could get on top of this, and if these are the source to my back pain and neck pain, which I feel like they are, my intentions are telling me that they are. Actually, 2 nights ago, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and restless and couldn't go to bed. And I heard a voice come to me and say that you really need to find out what's going on with you. You need to stop beating around the bush about yourself. You need to come to a state of acceptance. You need to write down your symptoms, which I finally did last night, which took a lot of courage, because feeling the shame and the guilt from doing this in the first place, and then you having buyer's remorse where you're not happy about it, that's a really disheartening, hard truth pill to swallow. Like, I feel humility, like beyond, like there's a healthy amount of humility that someone should feel to remain humble, but this is like beyond. So I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I am a Scorpio and I hold on to resentment, so I have to work on that, and I've been doing more meditations in order to help me through this process, because I tend to really hold myself accountable and I'm hard on myself. That's why I love to work out, because I like to challenge myself, but I need to not take it to the mental degree of this, because that could be troublesome. Yeah. Ringing in the ears is one of the new symptoms too. I'll have ringing in the ears a couple times a week, and intolerance to cold. I get cold easily. That was actually one of my first symptoms, was getting cold. I would feel cold about 1.5 years. Like, I would get cold easily, and everyone would just tell me it's because you're skinny. Oh, you have bad circulation. What's your circulation? I'm like, I do yoga. I hang upside down. I do inversions like every day for 2 to 3 minutes. Like, that can't be it. So that could be some of the symptoms that I'm having. And I've been lately decreased in appetite with the indigestion, probably because things aren't moving along and getting digested properly. And I don't know if you guys see it, but I have a little bit of dark eyes under my eyes, and I tend to be all natural. I don't use makeup, and I noticed that they're more there than they were ever before. Like, I never had like even just the slightest pigmentation there, and now I do, and that's one of the side effects as well. I've also known in the morning, I used to wake up, especially when I was a vegan, and about 1 year, like I said, after my breast augmentation, I'd wake up and my skin would just be illuminating. It would be beautiful. I would wake up with no inflammation, no puffiness in the eyes, just everything would be nice. And I'm noticing now I actually wake up puffy. Like, my face is puffy, my eyes are puffy, and I'm having to sleep with a humidifier on to help with the humidity in my room, because I wake up so severely dry. Sometimes I'll actually wake up and cough because my dry mouth syndrome is so severe, and that's new. It was never that bad. Like in the morning, before I'd wake up and it'd be a little parched, probably like most people, especially live in Colorado because we live in a dry climate, but it's to the degree where it'll actually wake me up, and because it's so dry that I'll start coughing. And during meditation, if I'm not doing good on my water intake that day, I will wake up and get out of my meditation and disturb everyone when I'm in yoga class with a cough. It's like, great. So it's discouraging for me to that aspect, because now it's given me the inability to focus, and to have proper and good meditation, you actually have to have a lot of focus. I am feeling better though. I was able to have more success this month with taking off those braces, but it still hasn't been to the degree of success before my injury and when they fell. So in a nutshell, definitely do your research. In a nutshell, you don't have to be too overly concerned about me. I'm okay. I'm very self-aware of my body. I'm very self-aware with what I need to do. I'm very proactive in this attempt to get on to and at least get some handle of my health here. I'm very active and proactive of consulting with doctors. I'm going to go see another one, my original surgeon, at the end of this month, and then I'm going to see one more in Denver. I want to get 3 references and know how to proceed with this and the right way to proceed with this. I'm definitely going to get a capsulotomy because I don't want anything to come up in the future. Like I said, I want this to be the last anesthesia that I go under and just move on from here and just live my life to the best and natural and organic as the way I should have been. And with that said, it has taught me a lot about all you ladies that are out there. If it ain't fixed, don't. If it ain't broken, I'm sorry. See? And then that's another thing. I say words before, like I say them, they come out before I think them. That's kind of a new other thing that I learned with like my mental. If it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. Your beautiful natural breasts are the way that your creator has intentionally made you, your makeup. Embrace it, girlfriend. There's beautiful bras, there's beautiful little bikinis. Actually, it seems like more than ever that little boobs are actually trending more than ever. You're seeing more and more women take out the implants because they're getting symptoms. And also for educational purposes, these implants have only been out on the market for 15 years. So think about that. That's not even a long term of history to know whether if they are truly good and healthy for you, even though I was told at my consultation that they were. Really, the FDA, you know, and just the whole pharmaceutical world and the whole approach of medicine, they're not in the best interest for us. They're just not. I definitely go more towards homeopathic. You guys know that. I go more towards holistic, and that's probably why I was so resistant to go see that doctor when I hurt my shoulder, because I knew that they would just want to rush me into surgery, and I knew I could heal without surgery, and I pretty much did until I injured myself again. Anyway, maybe I'll have the courage to go get a full MRI. Maybe I won't even necessarily have to, because after I get these taken out, I should be experiencing decrease in all these symptoms right away. According to all the YouTube videos, again, I'll link a few that I've watched, especially the really good informative ones. These girls see results, significant results within 2 days after removing their explants. And that says a lot, because they're still detoxing from the anesthesia. They're still taking pharmaceutical meds, the pain meds, and they're still seeing increased good symptoms. I notice a lot of girls will see their skin tone come back naturally and more illuminating, and the redness and the browniness in their eyes, it's totally decreased, and they just look more awake, more alert, more vitality and youth and glowing and iridescence to their skin. So with that said, it's something to consider if you still are persistent on getting your breast implants. This is something that you want to watch out for, because once one symptom arrives, then before you know it, another one does, and then another one. And just make sure that you have about $7,000 to $12,000 left in the savings account, because if it starts to get worse, you're going to have to go and get an explant. And then another thing to consider is what they told me as well, is I will have less volume than I originally did. And at that time, my boobs weren't bothering me so much, but I wanted to really do something for myself. I had worked so hard to lose 40 pounds. I had gotten so fit. I didn't feel very womanly because I got too lean. So I went out in desperation and got these implants when I should have thought about it more. But hey, I learned so much from this, and that's why, like I said, I am grateful, because I learned so much about myself and how you should never act out of insecurities. You should never make a decision by acting out and resonating with a state of inadequacy. Always know that you are whole and you are enough, and your ability is, everything is within inside of you. Your creator never created you with the lack of anything. You are whole and beautiful and pure and organic, all just by that. And that's a beautiful thing to really sync up with, align with, and accept. Because if you do that, that's going to help you be successful in all your decision making throughout your whole life and multiple aspects of your life. And that's really how I try to conduct myself now. Even though I'm in this state and in this trying time in my life and in this situation where I feel somewhat stuck, but blessed at the same time, and just to continue to follow my faith and know in all, knowing that I was once able to obtain optimal health, and I'll be able to obtain it once again. So with that said, beautiful souls, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will do another video about this topic in 90 days. I also have been inspired to just go through with what all questions you should ask your surgeon at your consultation if you're thinking about getting breast implants done, so you could really dive in deep and have a good, adequate, valuable consultation, and what I've learned too, and what I seen dislike about the implants more after a year of having them. Because there's more like personal stuff I could mention, just the aesthetics of it and the feeling of them, but that's going to be a whole nother video because this video is already long enough. So with that said, hope you all have a beautiful day. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and down below will be my GoFundMe, like anything that you are willing to share and give, I truly appreciate, and don't feel that you have to, but I just want to share my story, and I know a lot of people will see this video, and I'm doing everything I can to save up this money myself, because it's not like me, it's actually really out of my character to depend on others to help me, because I am a go-getter alpha female, but lately I've been feeling that opposing force of not feeling like that. So with that said, hope you know this video was all for intentional, educational, preventative purposes, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.